How do normal people have the strength to do the housework with a 40+ hour job? It's not strength. The alternative is just worse. Objects in motion stay in motion. Get home, do all the jobs you need to before sitting down. Plus, once you get on top of things, it's easier to keep up with than struggling to get on top of. Clean as you go, and have a place for everything. If you don't have a place for it, then get rid of it. Clean dishes as you're cooking. Vacuum and sweep routinely, only takes 20 minutes or so. Clean bathrooms and kitchens as soon as you notice mess at all. The issue is people ignore mess on purpose to get immediate satisfaction of avoiding the labor, but it's so much easier and less stressful to just take the minute or two to address the mess as you go. Accepting that it's not always possible to have a spotless home all the time can alleviate pressure. Focusing on essential tasks and occasionally prioritizing rest can prevent burnout. 'Cause they don't have a choice, they just prefer doing the housework than leaving it in mess. I leave it all till the weekend. Then I use my hard-earned money to make it as easy as possible to maximize my leisure time. I live alone, for reference. My robot vacuum literally vacuums our house while I'm at work. I press the button, go to work, and Bob does a 95% job, and puts himself back on his charger. I come home to clean floors and just empty him. I pile plates into the empty dishwasher. I turn it on Saturday, then empty it. Sometimes, I have to press that go button twice in a weekend. I buy clothes that can all be tumble dried. I do not separate anything. All I do is empty the pockets. I build them up through the week, then put them into the washer dryer, after the dishwasher is done. 4 hours later I take them out and put them back in the bedroom. No hanging out the washing, no 2 washes, no moving stuff to the dryer. I shop once a month. It lasts all month. Week 1, all fresh and fridge. Week 2, mostly fridge. Week 3, freezer and cupboards. Week 4, whatever's left. I have one big and one tiny fridge and the same with freezers. I turn off the tiny ones halfway through the month as they empty. I store everything in the fridge by expiry date so I know what I have to eat next to avoid wastage. It means I get a 10% discount on my one big shop. I spent about 2 hours per month shopping, and if I paid for delivery, I could do it in about 20 minutes from a list, plus 10 minutes putting away. On the weekend, I do anything else required around the house while Bob is vacuuming again and while I wait for dishwasher/washer dryer to do its thing. I'll dust/move crumbs off the worktop to the floor and Bob will suck them up next time he passes. I'll empty Bob into the bins and take them out. I'll also make slow cooker bread and soups then, and they will last the working week so I don't spend hours cooking after work each day. I turn the cooker on remotely from work, come home to a hot, cooked meal each day. Usually I have guests at some point on the weekend, which means that I have the incentive to get it nice for anyone, and it's usually all done or in progress by about 10 a.m. It's a simple optimization problem and I have spent less than £800 on appliances total: fridge, freezer, washer dryer, dishwasher, robot vacuum. They have paid for themselves 1,000 times over in free time recovered and money saved on food waste, etc. It was a point of consternation with one ex who herself insisted she spend half her free time doing the exact same amount of chores, by doing them bit by bit each day over and over again. Laundry baskets, freezers, and dishwashers exist for a reason. Why make life difficult? I may at times be untidy, but I'm not dirty in my house. An ex-wife and long-term partners would attest. And tidying the mess away takes 30 minutes tops and can be done in 10 if a surprise guest turns up. You get into a routine and then it gets easier as long as you stick to it. Just like exercising and all the rest of the boring stuff we have to do. After struggling for a few weeks you'll get the hang of it. And you don't have to be perfect about it. Just do a half-ass job and you're still better off than if you didn't do anything at all. There are two wolves inside me. Neither wants to do the dishes. Hire someone else to do it. I clean for 10-15 minutes in the morning before I go to work. Bathroom/kitchen, bedrooms, sweep the garage. I've found it over the years it's easier for me to clean in short bursts instead of dedicating a whole afternoon to it. A robot vacuum cleaner helps a lot for keeping the floors clean. I found that vacuuming regularly helps a ton with reducing the dust buildup on surfaces too. For other housework such as laundry, dishes, bathroom cleaning etc. honestly the best suggestion I can give you is do them while listening to podcasts or audiobooks. I listen to a lot of podcasts, I really love them, but I find it hard to listen to one while doing nothing. They pair wonderfully with manual, mindless, and repetitive work. I often genuinely look forward to some of the chores when I know a new episode of a podcast I follow just got published. Let me introduce you to the power of Sparkles Procrastination Sparkles. I work full-time, and decided 4 years ago that I would go back to uni, also full-time. When you now have 2 full-time jobs that use a ton of mental capacity, other shit that's easy on the mind to do suddenly starts to look much more appealing. Just this summer I've shampooed the carpets, taken up gardening, built a deck, then a pergola to go on it, and now a seating area to go on said deck under the pergola. My house is spotless all because of Sparkles Procrastination Sparkles. I now need to write my dissertation in 2 weeks, but we'll cross that mental breakdown when we come to it in approximate 10 days. In all seriousness though, do little and often. Follow the 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, just get it done. Wipe the counters while the toast is on, take the bin out while the past water boils. Multitask during those little waiting periods and you'll have much less to do in big chunks. Also never go in and out of rooms empty-handed. If you take stuff where it should go as you're dossing about, that helps oodles too. They don't, they just have to. Honestly I don't. I do little stuff as I go, and save a big cleaning for Sunday morning. They make it a priority when they get home. It's not hard if you do little things, dishes, vacuum, laundry over the weekend. It's a problem when you let it all pile up. You just do it instead of parking your arse in front of TV. Give yourself a little more grace when it comes to having a dirty home. Now obviously you probably don't want to live in filth and grime, so don't let it get to that point, and this really only applies if you live alone. If you're making this post because you have a significant other who is upset that you don't clean as much as you should, let them know that you're physically exhausted when you get home. Make a chore list where you can take a couple smaller tasks like dishes or vacuuming. The comments saying keep your house clean are good, but it doesn't always work when you have kids or pets. Get the small stuff first, save the big cleaning jobs like cleaning the shower, scrubbing baseboards, and cleaning the gutters for the weekend. The sad reality is even when you work all day every day, you still have responsibilities at home. Sure, there will be days when you come home and just can't do it. Work kicked your butt, and you just want to crawl into bed. That's fine. Give yourself that grace. But if work wasn't too bad and your battery isn't totally drained, get to some tasks right away and then enjoy your evening. 1. Pass by cleaning. Have spray and wipe in each room. Each time you walk through the room, wipe a surface. As soon as you have to leave a room to go find cleaning products, it feels too hard. There's no rule that says you can't have a bottle of spray in each room. Put your clean laundry basket in the walkway. Every time you walk past, out away 3 items of clothing. Clean one wall of the shower each day while you shower. Gives you an excuse to stay under the hot water for longer. By the 4th day you're done. 2. Set a timer. If you feel you only have 2 minutes of energy each day, set a 2-minute timer. That's enough time to vacuum or mop one room. By the end of the week the floors are done. Maybe some days you have more, maybe some days you have less. 3. Race the kettle, microwave, oven, etc. Anytime you put the kettle on race to get as much done in a single room as you can. Do the same with the microwave, oven, etc. Make sure you rotate rooms. 4. Sometimes a room by room approach can feel less overwhelming. Clean one room every couple days or so. 5. Don't put it down, put it away, this one is tough. 6. Clean as you go while cooking. 7. Invite a friend over. Suddenly you'll have all the motivation in the world. 8. Body doubling. You can also invite a friend over to hang out with you while you do chores. Watch a movie while you fold clothes, chat while you clean the bathroom, etc. The time flies and it doesn't feel as much like a drain on your energy. 9. It's okay to ask for help. We've all been in this place before. If it has gotten to a point where it is overwhelming, reach out to a friend or family to help do a factory reset on the house. You'll find the techniques above work better if you start from a clean slate. Source: unmedicated ADHD. Edit to add, on mobile and it messed up the formatting, but I tried. I've found the key is not to relax until I'm ready for bed. It probably sounds awful, but once I start, I find it hard to get back up and do the chores and such. I also find it's a lot easier to stay motivated and do chores when my husband is also cleaning with me. So if you've got a partner or roommate, cleaning together might make it easier. They don't. Used to be one person would work and the other would tend to the house. But you not only can't do that anymore, in some places you'd need to work more than 40 hours. It causes a lot of problems, and usually the only saving grace is that, if you're working all the time, you'll never be home to make it messy. Anyone else with ADHD want to weigh in on the hopelessness of it all? You beige fuckers with your executive functioning, planning and consistently doing. Aside from having kids cause that shit's nuts, you have to chip away at it and do some every day. Plan a bit. Also try and be minimalistic to some extent and clean as you go. Cause if you let it pile up it'll be a mountain before you know it. The age-old mystery. It's like discovering hidden superpowers, right? Woman superhero. Some days, it's all about channeling your inner multitasker and pretending the vacuum is a dance partner. Other days, well, the laundry pile becomes a temporary art installation. But hey, we're all superheroes in our own right, saving the world one dish at a time. Planning housework in the most efficient way so it has to happen as few times as possible. Highly recommend checking out the book How to Keep House While Drowning. Totally changed my perspective. The audiobook is great and was a super quick listen, because who has time to sit down and read? LOL, I love audiobooks for this. Ironically, I did some cleaning while I listened. As backwards as it sounds, cleaning every day. You would be surprised how easy it is to keep a place clean if you pick up after yourself, do the dishes immediately, and just do simple things like vacuum a room here and there. By using as little utensils as possible or having very little in rooms. Or you let it pile up, get pissed, put it all in a bag and throw things in the garbage. Cleaning. You pick up a chore and get it done so it's not like several hours event to do the whole place. Do laundry for the week, done. Change the linen/towels and another load of laundry another day, done. Clean the floors another day. I found that really helped making it such a big deal. Bits at a time and you will be done. I enjoy cleaning so it's not hard. If you don't have kids, it's no bigger unless you are persistent with making everything a mess as you live. If you have kids, you can either just have a dirty home, be tired, get the kids to clean, or get your spouse to clean. With 40 hours you still got plenty of time. LOL. I rotate one room a week. So bathroom 1 week, kitchen next, etc. And if you clean as you live it's really not that bad. Suck it up and tough it out. personally I can do it at any given time lol. Thankfully my husband is the tidy one and does most of the bigger chores like vacuuming and the bathrooms. I just do the daily chores that we both share, plus laundry on weekends. One tip: before bed, just reset the room you're in, or at least a room in the house. Takes 5 to 10 minutes tops and feels good to enter a reset room the next day. Exercise for adequate energy and work at a job that uses your natural talents. Add having kids on top of that. You just do it because living in squalor sucks. Gotta do a little each day. Make sure and put in a load of laundry, at least one per day, one load of dishes, do a section of the house to vacuum, etc. By the end of the week you have at least touched most of what you need to do. Doing nothing each day and save it all for the weekend is too much. You pick your battles and clean up after yourself. I work a full-time job, a part-time job on the weekends. I'm also disabled. The only way I get through it all is with a lot of crying. I do the housework because the alternative is living in a stressful environment. I find I feel more peaceful when I have a clean and organized environment. When I'm not at work, I'd like to be able to feel peaceful. I take a couple hours on the weekend to do the cleaning, and find that I can enjoy myself more. That's easier said than done, I know. But I think of the end goal, and it gets me through it. I'm doing it as a favor to myself. That being said, I do generally put things away as I go throughout my day, and that makes less work.